Good evening, everybody. We are going to start a press conference with head coach of Sweden, Pia. Would you make some comments for tonight's match?
Of course, I'm very disappointed. The fact we got only 1 point, and the game itself, I think we didn't have a good start. But we bounced back, so to speak, but it was not good enough, unfortunately.
Okay, questions, please. Please raise your hands for questions. Yeah.
Ja, Pia, vad säger du om fortsättningen nu och väntan? Hur är det att vänta på det här resultatet?
Ja, man kan väl säga att vi förlorar inte den här matchen som gör att vi har en natt och en dag att vänta huruvida vi ska åka hem eller inte. Och det är väl positivt. Jag har lite svårt att känna det just nu med tanke på att vi inte vann matchen och
that we didn't win the game. That's what we had hoped for.
Pia, inför VM så var det mycket prat om försvarsspelet, att det inte funkar.
There was a lot of talk about the defense,
jag tycker också att lite problemet i anfallsspelet, att vi inte når fram den sista biten och får till avsluten är lite för uddlösa ibland.
But
med den analysen.
I think that there was more that didn't work. What is your analysis? I can agree with what you're saying, that the defense didn't work.
Yes, you knew it was going to be a tough group, and now you're facing elimination without having lost the game. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, when you look at it, we did not lose. We scored 4 goals, but at the end of the day, I don't think we played well enough to win the group and even be the runners-up. But I said, before the tournament started, 4 very good teams, and that's what I think.
Next question, yeah.
Eftersom jag gjorde ett klassiskt misstag när jag ställde frågan så att det gick att svara bara ja eller nej på den, så ber jag dig därför att utveckla en del av min analys. Vad är det som inte fungerar i anfallsspelet? Varför?
What happened in this game? Why didn't it work?
Titta på dagens match.
If you look at today's game,
så har vi möjligheten att hålla bollen på
we have the possibility to hold the ball in the midfield. The mistake today was that we couldn't come to the short side, and we couldn't get the control in the penalty area. And when we're in there, we could not get the control, and above all, when we try to force it, and it is all about combination between our forwards, our offensive players, if that's Sjöberg or Lotta or Ruben, but we did not have the possibility to get a chance on goal, and that's the big part.
Hej, vad kände ni efter den första halvleken och vad sa ni till varandra i paus där?
What did you feel after the first half, and what did you tell each other in the pause? We felt that we were low. We
sa det att Seger och Lisa, det hände inte så mycket men Australien var mycket boll. Och vi tycker om att ha ett passningsspel, att hålla i boll, men fick jobba försvarsspel då. Inte så tufft, men det blev inte någon bollvinst på mitten. Så lyft försvarsspelet 5-7-8 meter och kom in på kropp. För därifrån skulle vi kunna göra 2 saker.
When it came in close, we could have done 2 things. We could have kept the ball or played the game and passed the ball to Sjögran or Lotta.
Ändå en ganska god känsla i halvlek.
We had a pretty good feeling in the halftime,
and
yes, we let a goal in, but we felt that we could turn this around.
Coach, you've obviously got a difficult day ahead of you. You said day and a night to wait and see what occurs. What do you do as a team? Will you train tomorrow? Will you go to the mall? Like how do you pass? That can't be a pleasant day to live through.
I don't know. Let's see. I do not have the answers. I will ask the smart people around me to see what we want to do in order to find whether we should go home or stay.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, 3 games, 4 goals, no defeat. Not a bad result from my own point of view. But from your point of view, after the 3 games, are there positives for your team from this tournament?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer, because right now I'm very disappointed. However, if you look at the fact we didn't concede goals against the U.S. team, and the fact that we scored 3 goals against Nigeria is a very good team, 1v1. So I said from the very beginning we had the hardest opening game and the hardest group, and still we did not lose. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you don't advance to the next round, then it's failure.
Next question. Yeah.
Yeah, Coach. There are speculations in my country, Nigeria, that you are being considered for the coaching job of the Nigerian football teams. If you get such offer, what will you do?
You know what? Today I don't think I'm good enough to coach Nigeria.
Yes. Next question. Front row.
Ja, Pia, tror du att ni går vidare? Tror du att ni går vidare?
Do you think that you're going on? I have not a clue.
På förutsättningarna som är.
What are the prerequisites? What are the chances? I don't know.
Men det var, då tar jag en till. Men det var ganska tydligt att ni gick för säkert. Du bytte in Kosse som centralt bakom anfallarna. Och så vidare. Kan du utveckla hur du tänkte där?
Can you tell us what you were thinking? We saw that we were playing into the game and that we had chances, and we knew that they were happy with 1 point, but we needed to
Sofia
have
var lite het och det kanske skulle smitta av sig till övriga spelare.
And Sofia was hot and it was contagious to the other players.
Det vi inte gjorde och som var ett uttalat budskap, det var att komma runt på kanter och åtminstone i sämsta fall slå ett inlägg, även om det var bra på huvudet. Men i bästa fall kommer man inte kortskida från hörnor, för vi har visat att det ser lite farligt ut när vi har hörnor.
It looks a little dangerous when we have corners, but we didn't do it right, and we made it more complicated than it is.
Next question. Do we have more questions for Pia? Okay, this will conclude the press conference. Thank you for attendance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pia.
Thanks.
with Alan Stedich. And why don't you tell us what you're feeling and summarize your team's performance today? Congratulations.
Thank you. Obviously very proud of the team. You have to be that. I read a lot of reports before the World Cup started, and I don't think I saw one report where it had Australia coming out of the group of death. So it's an amazing achievement by a young group of players. I think the starting 11 today, 7 out of the 10 players were aged between 20 and 22. So there was only 3 players above the age of 22 on the field. So it's an amazing effort from a young group to show such maturity and composure against seasoned professionals like Sweden and really good quality seasoned professionals. And I thought that we showed a lot of composure. It was a tough game, probably wasn't a pretty game to watch, but we did enough in the end, and the groups just performed so well, and certainly, as I said the other day, it gives you so much belief and belief and knowledge that you can compete against the best and really take on the best, and we can't wait to get to the knockout rounds.
Question right there.
Stadge, how do you feel being in this position now after surviving the group of death and preparing to face Brazil in Moncton?
Yeah, I think I just said I'm really proud of the group. We tried to change a lot of things in the team to bring out a positive culture and positive behaviours on and off the field, and I think the team are starting to show that on the field. There was still a lot of dynamic players, still a lot of good play. We still showed a lot of energy towards the end of the game. Sam Kerr's running up right up until the last minute was fantastic. Larissa Crummer, who's 19 years old, comes on and is just buzzing around, just really trying to guts out to try and work hard for the team, and you just saw the effort was unbelievable from every player. And Sweden had a few little good passages of possession there, but we just, they barely created a chance, I thought. So, again, just the knowledge and belief to know that what you're doing is working. And as I said, with a young group, there's still so much growth and potential left. I think that's how I feel. There's just so much growth and potential left in this group for this World Cup, but for the next World Cup and the next Olympics. But, one game at a time, and I'm sure anyone who's in the round of 16 wouldn't want to come up against us because they're going to get a big fight.
Next question. Do you have any more questions? Okay.
How do you feel about coming up against Brazil?
Yeah, well, we've already played 2 former World Cup finalists, so you may as well throw another one in the equation. That makes it 3 in a row for us. And if you include Nigeria as a World Youth Cup finalist from last year, every opposition so far has been a World Cup finalist in recent times. So, Brazil's a great team, fantastic players. Everyone knows Marta and Christiane up front, and Formiga have been around forever. So they're going to be a tough opponent, and they've obviously topped their group. It's unfortunate other teams in other groups who've come second only have to play a runner-up. So again, the group of death's not only the hardest group, you almost get the toughest draw coming out of it as well. Your second-place team who has to play a group winner. So we haven't been done any favours, but I'm sure Brazil won't be happy with having to play us either, because it'll certainly be a big contest and a good quality match, and I just can't wait to get over to Moncton tomorrow.
If you're good enough to get out of this group, how good can you be? Have your expectations changed maybe in light of this?
No, I think I said it yesterday. I think whoever gets out of this group can make the semi-finals as a minimum, and I still think that. I know Sweden are still a chance of going through as well. So did America win 1-0 today? Yeah. So, that means that I think all 3 of us. So if Sweden get through and have to play Germany, that ain't going to be an easy game for Germany either. So, everyone who has to come out of our teams, I think I said it yesterday at the press conference, these 3 teams are all battle-hardened now. There's been no easy games, there's been no buys, no 10-0 wins. Every game has been hard fought, and if you come out of that healthy, it just toughens you up and gets you ready for the big knockout matches where any slip-up and you're out.
One more question back there.
Stadge, have the Matildas come out of these group matches healthy? You've played mainly a similar starting 11 and run a lot of miles this week.
Yeah, that's part of the job of the preparation. So yeah, we have run a lot of miles, but look, if you're in form, you're going to get picked, and that's been the motto since January. We've been together for a long time now, so players in form get picked, And if you get a spot in the team and you play well, you keep that spot. And, you know, it's no one has a mortgage on any position in the team. And, you know, there's players on the bench who are potential starters in this team and have been for a long time. But, you know, when they get their chance, they're going to have to grab it with both arms. And it's certainly part of the culture we want to reinforce within this group over the next period of time, that, you know, this is a hard-fought position to get into. There's so much flexibility and variety in the team where players can play a number of positions and players can double up in different positions, and that's all part of the strategy of building the depth and internal competitiveness within the group to make us even better. So, as I said, we're a young group, but if we keep progressing in the path that we have in the last 4 months, you know, I think we can be a real challenger for what our goal is, to be a force in the world stage.
Any further questions? Over here.
Yeah, Coach. Our 2-0 victory over Nigeria helped to boost the confidence of your team, considering the fact that you played well against USA, but you lost the match in second half.
Yeah, look, I think all the games have given us confidence. You know, we've taken different things out of the games, and as you said, against America, I still think that first half an hour was our best football so far. Against Nigeria, I thought defensively we were very good. I thought on the ball we still didn't have enough composure, you know, and gave Nigeria the ball back too cheaply. So we certainly learnt from that today. We started off again really well. First 10 minutes I thought was world class. With a young team, you know, you get you up and down and up and down, but so long as the confidence and belief is there and you're working hard to improve day by day, which you can with young players, we'll get better and better. And, you know, our defensive shape was very good. We've been known for not being very good defensively over the past years. And now Alana Kennedy and Laura Alleyway were good. Lydia Williams is good in goal. Steph Catley, our back line. Caitlin Ford is 20 years old. Alana Kennedy is 20 years old. Steph Catley is 21. And Laura Alleyway is 24. So, you know, a very, very young back line. So if we can keep them back four together with Lise Keller-Knight in front, you know, we're looking very, very steady at the back. And as I said, on the ball, I think we had some really good passages again today. Some good composure. We've got some electric players who can run 40, 50 metres with the ball and very fast and dynamic and good dribblers. You know, we're a threat in attack. So if we can get both the aspects of the game going, again, we can be a threat against anyone, I think.
One more question, yeah.
Once more, Starch, congratulations. The group of the call it, but anytime you speak about your opponent, it seems as if you are their coach also. You talked so much about the Nigerian team. You seem to have known more of the team than the coach of the team. Now the team is out of the tournament. Do you have a word for them?
No, I don't have a word for the coach, but, you know, there's obviously, look, I love watching good players play. So, you know, I loved watching Ashwala play in the World Youth Cup last year, and, you know, all the others that played in the World Youth Cup in 2010 when they were runners-up as well. So it's not that I know anything more or less. I just love watching good football and good footballers. And, you know, little Ordega, who's a good dribbler, and little number 13, I've forgotten the name again. What a fantastic player. I just love watching him play. But as a coach, you have to find strategies to try and stop creative players like that. So, you know, again, they're a young team like us. So if they keep improving and learning and working hard together, we might be playing them in the 2019 World Cup final.
All right. Thank you very much and congratulations. We also have Player of the Match coming up right here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan.